Good morning, elements. Welcome back to the channel. This is Leo. How are you guys doing today? I hope that all of you are having a beautiful start off to your Tuesdays. Even though we are kind of like in the middle. Well, not really in the middle of the day, y'all. But anyway. Hey, just lovely, my beautiful moderator. Hey, Miss LA. Yes, it is Taco Tuesday. Hey, Subi, honey, my beautiful member. She says, good morning from the plantation. I do remember those days. Hey, Auntie Donna, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody, I'm not going to keep you guys long. Okay, just dropped in here real quick to say a couple of things. How many of you are actually ready for Thanksgiving? I believe Thanksgiving is next week. Hey, all y'all, stop lying. I love your name. All y'all, stop lying. But anyway, Thanksgiving is sometime next week, I believe. Yeah, because the weeks are going by so quick. And I'm not, even though I have plenty of time to cook, I really do not want to cook. Or whatever. I was gonna just make it be a quiet, nice day with Melvin to watch movies and everything like that. And that will still go on. But I was actually thinking of doing a seafood boil, like a real small seafood boil just for me and him. But at the same time, I know my dad, he's supposed to be doing a turkey. So he usually does that every year. He gives me half of it. It's always good. You can make plenty of things from turkey. So I don't know. I may do some sides. I may do a little cheating in between because I've been on TikTok and, they done gave you some real good ideas about what you can do to try to make it quick. So I don't know. I will make a decision hopefully by sometimes next week because Thanksgivings are just not like how they used to be, meaning that y'all already remember back in the day, you be with your family, you eat Thanksgiving dinner, and then you eat on it for like the next week or something like that. As I've gotten older, no matter how good the food is, I may mess with it like the day after, but it's just leftovers ain't even the same. So it's like, even if you fix this big old dinner, are you going to still want to eat it the next day? You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hey, Mysterious Mermaid, my beautiful moderator and member, and Day One. You was thinking about that for Christmas. Hey, Demetra. Hey, boo. Yeah, it is non-traditional because the biggest thing will be for Christmas. Because again, my mom's side of the family, they usually give like a thing, like a party or whatever at the house and stuff to where we play games and stuff. Some of y'all remember us doing that because I usually record it. We do karaoke games, and that's when I will be making the charcuterie boards and the crudité boards for that. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that. You said I got a roadmap, parents, in-laws, best friends, mama's house, then home. We eat the day before at my house. Well, that's very smart. You said, yeah, by Saturday you getting hamburgers and fries. Yeah. Hey, Bird. And again, it's so crazy because when I was working continuously, in my regular schedule, hey, T Danielle, I would make time to cook me and Melvin our little dinner. But it's like with me having, the time now, I'm just not in the mood. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm trying to save all my energy for December. Okay. But anyway, let me tell y'all what I'm here for. Okay, so my members definitely know, but I had posted the interview that was done by Terica Ellis. Now, if you guys do not know who Terica Ellis is, she is the young lady that was caught up in the whole saga with Tim Norman. Remember, he was the son of Robbie, the lady that used to be one of the Ikettes. And remember, she opened, the Sweetie Pies, Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And remember, they had a show on. And he was her son. He had did prison time, I think, for robbery or theft or something when he was younger. And so he ended up coming out. Of course, he started working with her. They're opening up restaurants. We watched the show. And then their nephew was on there, who was Andre Montgomery. Well, as you all know, Andre Montgomery ended up being unalived. And they ended up finding out years later that Tim Norman set the whole thing up for insurance money. I believe he was trying to get like almost $400,000 off his head. And so it was a young lady that was involved in the whole thing. She was one of the suspects that had ended up getting arrested for it. So it was Tim Norman. He was basically the mastermind of the plan. It was Terica Ellis. It was the actual shooter, and then it was the guy that was that did the insurance, which I believe he ended up being connected. I forgot which celebrities he was connected to, because I think he had came out and did a video prior going at one of the celebrities that he used to work with, because he was in the music business. I keep wanting to say Fat Joe or something like that, but he was connected, or Nelly or something like that. Hey, Cruiser. Yeah, okay. Yes, until his sentencing. Exactly. So the young lady, I've been knew that she had got out, because I think like right after the trial, when everybody had got sentenced, she was released because she basically got time served, even though she had agreed to the plea deal. And pretty much they were able to give her, oh, okay, it was Nelly. Thank you. They were she was facing anywhere from 0 years to, I believe, like 30 years, and also the death penalty. So when she went on ahead and agreed to the plea deal, they ended up giving her 36 months, which I think is like 3 years or something like that. She had been in there ever since they had started connecting the dots. So pretty much she ended up getting time served. Okay. So anyway, when I realized that she was out, because I was being nosy and looking, trying to see if I could find her. And I ended up finding out she was out because of her Facebook, because she went on ahead, reinstated her Facebook. And then they had been saying that her mother had been sick or whatever. And so she ended up getting out, and she was able, her mother ended up passing like 7 days later. So her mother was able to see her get out. She was able to spend time with her, but yes, she did end up passing 7 days later. But anyway, so I'm looking around, and she ends up doing an interview. And I posted it for the members. She did an interview with these people. And so in the beginning, I'm thinking like, okay, this gonna be some bull crap. But when I actually ended up watching the entire interview, it actually was a really, really great interview. And honestly, from what she said and just the different details that she gave, yes, Cruiser, check that wall. Listen, I had, of course, preconceived notions, because again, I'm listening to what people were saying in regards to the trial. But after, so I'm thinking, because they had it like she was just some stripper that Tim had met, that she was messing with Andre too. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But listening to the interview, I actually am glad that I decided to give it a chance. And it also made me think differently of her. It made me actually be glad that she actually did come out and tell her story. Now, of course, I'm not going to give you guys every single detail, because I am a content creator myself, but I like to respect when people put hard work into their interviews. But I'm just going to give you guys a few key points that I thought were very interesting. To those that are on the outside, I will go ahead and post the link to that after I get finished with this live. Okay, guys? But it was very interesting. And actually, it was so interesting, but that I actually reached out to her this morning, and she actually responded. I couldn't believe it, because I didn't think she was going to respond, but she actually responded to my inbox or whatever. But anyway, wait, hold on, y'all. Okay, so these are some of the key points. So she met Tim because she was a dancer. She met Tim at the club, which is Tim Norman, the uncle. She met him at the club, and they had dealt with each other for like 6 to 7 years before any of this took place. So he was somebody that she had knew for a long time. He used to come to the club, throw money, everything like that. Which he had a reputation of throwing money all around. And for those of you who had even watched the show, y'all can tell exactly how he just went and did whatever he wanted to do. Because remember, I think Miss Robbie ended up suing him for opening up Sweetie Pies without her permission. When she had asked him not to do it, he did it anyway. So we saw how he was with money and just different things he was trying, like when they tried to do the burger version of the sweetie pies, we all saw the way that he acted. So the reason why that is an important tip, because a lot of people were questioning about him offering her $10,000, not realizing that he had been tricking off on her for like 6 or 7 years. The relationship pretty much was a homie, love, a friend. You know, when I see you, I see you. You know, we do our thing. You give me money, and that's just what it was. That had been their relationship. So that was not the first time that he had been giving her money. Again, he's on TV. You know, he bigger than life. You know, he know all these celebrities and stuff like that. Okay. So she is originally from Memphis, but she was in St. Louis because that's where she was dancing at, and she was getting a lot of money there. So she felt like St. Louis was her money trap. Okay. So because of her knowing him prior and messing with him for 6 to 7 years on and off, he come to her talking to her like he usually do. She not thinking nothing of it. He come to her and tell her, you know, my nephew, have you seen him or do you know him like that? And she like, yeah, I actually met him a few weeks ago in the club. And he was telling her, you know, he done stole $200,000 worth of jewelry and money. And, you know, let me know if you know where he is or whatever stuff, because I'm trying to get some of that money back. That's the way he presented it to her. She's saying that she had no clue that all this, she said she ain't know nothing about their insurance money, none of that. She knew nothing about that. And she didn't think nothing of it because also with her being from Memphis, she said the part of Memphis that I'm from, she said a lot of people are, you know, ghetto, whatever. They steal. She said, I done had family members steal from me. And she said, one of my nephews stole money from me. And she said, me and my sister rolled up on him and we beat his ass. So she said, because of me coming from that type of environment and also with me knowing him for so long. And she said, also, Tim did not come off as no gangster. She didn't look at him as no real gangster. So she thinking that he just want to get in touch with him just to, you know, maybe beat his ass or something. She said, I'm not having no clue about no insurance money, none of that. She said, I had no fucking clue. And so, again, he gave her $10,000, but he had been tricking off on her. So, what else? And how she ended up meeting Andre was because Andre came to the club. Remember, Andre was supposed to be a rapper. And so he had asked her to be in his video. So that's how she ended up meeting him. Okay. So everything ended up going down. She said she heard the gunshots or whatever. She had texted him or whatever like that. But she said where it happened at, which was Natural Bridge, she said that's a bad area. She said my daughter used to do cheerleading over there, and she said during the practices we were hearing gunshots. So she said even though I heard the gunshots and I was shocked, she said I still didn't really, it didn't compute to her. And then Tim called her and told her to go ahead and drive away. So she said by the time she got home, it was on the news, and now it's kind of computing to her what the hell is going on or whatever. And so she said after that, she kind of didn't talk to him. She said, I ain't talked to him for a couple of months. And she said, now I'm realizing what the hell you done got me into. But then he would start contacting her, and she also moved or whatever. And so I forgot where she said she moved. I think she might have moved to Houston. So it's like, remember when Tim was opening up all these sweetie pies? So it's like anywhere she would move, he would come and open up a restaurant. He was watching her every move. And so she was scared and trying to, you know, be careful with him. And she also, so I'm telling y'all have to watch the interview. Also, another thing that was very interesting was after this happened, a man had broken into her house because she had a baby. Her daughter was like 1 year old. A man broke into her house and had a gun to her face. And the only reason why he didn't do anything to her is because her 1 year old daughter at the time ended up waking up crying. And she said that wasn't nothing but the Lord, because she said he just ended up walking out. So, of course, we figure where the hell the guy came from. So he was just like watching her every move. And even to this day, with him being in prison, she said that she saw that he was actually looking at one of her stories today. Okay. Now, this is the biggest thing. She ended up finding out during her trial that she was not the only woman that he had approached about this. Okay. The reason why she ended up not getting so much time and also being able to get out is because of the fact he had reached out to other women. He was messing around with other women, and pretty much their story lined up with hers. Okay. And then remember when they were saying that, I forgot who it was. I don't know whether it was Andre's mother or what. But remember, one of them said that Andre has said that if something happens to me, it's Tim. Well, the reason why is because one of the young ladies that that Tim had contacted or whatever, she ended up letting Andre know what was going on. So that's the reason why he said that, even though she didn't know that he was looking for him for that particular reason. But she let him know, like, your uncle was looking for you and I'm not sure what's going on. So pretty much the other people's stories that lined up with hers, as far as her not knowing the details, is also what ended up getting her out of jail or whatever. Because she said even a judge has said during her sentencing to the family that unfortunately, no matter what happened, this was going to happen to Dre, because that's how much of a web that Tim had pretty much cast it out. Okay. So I thought that was very interesting. But yes, you guys should definitely go and check out her interview. It was a lot. It was a lot. Hey y'all, hey Y2 Cameras, to Bay, Jay Parrish, Nita. Let me see who else. Miss Toby. Anybody I miss? YouTube Cameras, Dr. Soapy. So yes, please go check out that interview. Okay. And that's all I'm gonna give y'all. That's how good the interview was. And I think that's pretty much all I got to say. Oh, no, one more thing when it comes to these streets that I am going to say something about. I had noticed that there was a change in Creole Butterfly's flyer for her challenge. Now, I've been in the streets, but not really in the streets like that. So I've been half-ass paying attention to what's going on because, like I said, some of the storylines, it'd be too much for me and I don't be having time for it. But can somebody answer for me why Creole Butterfly changed her thing from including the dark-skinned women till all colors? Do anybody know the reason why she did that? Hey, Sonia J member. Yes, I will, Miss Toby. Check my community wall. Right after I get off this live, I will definitely place it on the regular community wall because I had placed it for my members first. But do anybody know why she decided to change that up? And Creole, if you in here listening before I get off in a couple of minutes, can you tell why she decided to change it? Because I didn't see no issue in it, but that's just my part. This is my thing. And again, I don't know why she decided to change it, but this is my thing. I don't see why it's a big deal. If it were even made a big deal, I don't see why it's a big deal. Now, I'm going to say something that's probably going to piss some of y'all off. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know. Hey, Kitty Cadillac, beautiful member. Y'all already know that in this sector, that there have been a whole talk about the colorism shit, which, you know, that irritated a lot of us. I don't even want to hear the word colorism, okay? And to those that's listening, y'all may be like, okay, that's wrong, Leo. But the way that it was just constantly said over and over again, I'm sure I was not the only one that did not want to even see the word colorism, okay? But anyway, colorism has to do with the disrespect of darker skinned women. So my thing is, if it had been all this talk and all these different panels and all these arguments and discussions about colorism, why is it now that a contest can't be given honoring beautiful dark-skinned women? Why did it have to include everybody? And I know some of y'all are like, Leo, what you mean? Some of y'all need to understand that everybody ain't to be included in every damn thing. That's her. If I was given a contest, that's like the charcuterie contest. This is my contest. changing nothing. And again, I do not know the reason why, but I just noticed that because, of course, I was advertising for everybody, and I didn't even pay attention the last time I put it on my community wall that it had changed until I saw her tag somebody else. And it just made me think, I really want to know what's the reason. And number two, if it's because other people were talking mess, I just think that that's so stupid because number one, that's your contest. That's number one. Number two, everybody can't be included in every damn thing. That's just like how we talk about how these kids is soft today, because when we were back in school, everybody did not win first damn prize. Everybody did not get an award. Okay? That's just like any organizations. Everybody ain't an AKA. Okay, so if you're not an AKA, you go over to the Deltas or whatever else. Everybody ain't meant to be included in every damn thing. Why do it have to be made a negative thing if that's what happened? That's just my automatic opinion because I know how y'all in this sector work. And if that is the case, if that's how that happened, I wish that she would have stuck to her guns and said, fuck y'all. And I'm going to still have my dark skin contest. What is wrong with that? That's just my opinion. Two people always bringing up colorism, one with beautiful dark skin but low self-esteem, and the other one fake light skin to match her. You know what? Y'all stop lying. You not about. See, that's why I don't be liking a fool with y'all. I ain't got nothing to say when it comes to that. I'm just saying my opinion about it or whatever. I really would like that question answered. She's not required to answer it, but I really pray that she just decided to go ahead and make everything inclusive. I really pray that didn't nobody try to convince her that that shit was wrong, because if they did, I'm sorry, that's just some weak ass shit. I'm just going to be honest and say it. But anyway, let me go ahead and advertise the new one, and that is the My Black is Beautiful Forum. Okay, it is December 7th at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. DJ Buddy Lee, he will be doing his things on the ones and twos. Okay, and so now this one says, let's celebrate all skin tones and love the skin we are in. Let's have the conversations. Come and join the forum. We're gonna leave it at that. Okay, so then we have Ronnie Q. She got her Secret Santa going on that she always have going on. So make sure y'all participate. It is December the 15th. Then we have Lady Nika. She is having the ugly sweater contest on December the 21st, 2024. Buddy Lee will be on the ones and two once again. And then we have our contest, which is the charcuterie challenge. All right. I really hope that all of the contestants that signed up for it, I hope that you all are still participating. We do have some people that is on standby just in case any of y'all decide that y'all don't want to, but I am looking forward to y'all participating. I think it's going to be a fun contest. Like I done told y'all before, I'm looking forward to the adultness of it. I'm so excited that Buddy Lee is DJing. I already let y'all know as well. We're going to keep it as fair as possible, but at the same time, I know how some of y'all work out. I don't give a damn about no negative comments about who should have did what, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Y'all not deterring me from what it is. The contest is going to be what it is, and it's also, we going to keep it at short as we can because ain't nobody got time. I'm not about to be on here for 7 hours, okay? And that's it. And also make sure you have your camera angle. Y'all already know I didn't talk to I'm blue in the face about your camera angle. If you do not have your camera pointing down, just understand that that is not going to go in your favor. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to post the link to that interview. Y'all go ahead and have a wonderful day. And yeah, that's all we got to talk about today or whatever and stuff. I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.